Good to see you, Bill Burr.
Good to be here.
Right here in person. Well, what is it like being a Patriot fan? Walk me through this process here. Because, I mean...
Well, what era? The first 30-something years of my life?
Well, that's the point
when we
right
played
now.
in the high school football stadium with little Paul Revere on the side?
Yeah.
Well, I guess they had the Bledsoe years, but...
They had Pat the Patriot, and you're sitting there, on those...
aluminum seats.
The aluminum seats.
Wintertime, people had the puffy coats. If you stood up for a big play, if you didn't sit down quick enough, you lost your seat. And then people would pelt you with stuff, telling you to sit down, knowing that you couldn't. I had a great time. I had season tickets in 1989. I think we went 5-11 that year. And I was the only guy in my crew. I made every home game except for the last one. I got arrested for drinking and driving. And I missed the original Los Angeles Rams.
Coming into Foxborough.
Yeah. Yep. They would play. It was the last game of the year in 1989.
And so now, though, I mean, you can't
Still drink and drive? No.
Hang on a minute. But, now, I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's been...
it's unrecognizable based on your first 30 years of your
it's been an unbelievable run. And, Don Draper there, John was talking a lot of trash there. First of all, he knew exactly what he was doing wearing that Cardinals hat. Oh, I'm just wearing a Cardinals hat. You know what you're doing. You're being a dick, and you're rooting for the Cubs are trying to break a curse, and you're just showing up with how many the Cubs won? The Cardinals 10 or 11. They're basically the National League's Yankees, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and he knew what he was doing. And then, I don't hate any team. Now let me trash the Patriots for 20 minutes. I mean, you hate the Patriots. You don't like it because Tom Brady's better looking than you. That's what it is. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. I think, and that whole thing about, is there another team playing in? The Super Bowl is not the Patriots' fault. It's what the media does, and they've also been really successful for the last 15 years. As, a fan, I'm terrified. I'm not terrified, but I think this is 50-50. I don't think the Falcons are a joke. I wasn't impressed, I saw him play the Rams, and I was like, yeah, whatever. You beat the Rams. I went to that game.
You were there when the Rams fumbled the opening kickoff and then went downhill right after that?
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
You know what's the worst part of the game was at the end of the game, there was a Falcons fan, and he had to have been pushing 50 like me, and they won, and he was doing this video selfie, and he was doing, that stupid nod, and he had the receiver gloves like that formed the Falcon thing, like he was some diva wide receiver. He was just some idiot in the crowd. I'll never get over that, having to wear half the uniform when you show up to a game now, the way people buy gear.
Well, we have a rule here that you are not allowed to wear a jersey of anybody younger than you.
Oh, good. That's for kids.
That's what
kids wear jerseys.
That's
and that
what I'm
type
saying.
of thing.
If you are a 45, 50-year-old man, you cannot be wearing the jersey of somebody who's 22 years old.
Unless you bet a sizable amount of money on the game and that guy made a big play. Then I get it. And even then, you should just get the hat.
Just get the hat.
But I honestly think the Patriots Falcons is it's a 50-50 game, and I really hope we win. We score first. Because I wouldn't want to see us trying to play catch up with them. Because everybody's talking about their offense. I mean, it's their defense. Their defense is crazy.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.